Well, hello everybody. You know what? A lot of you out there are renters, and for one reason or another, you have to leave the place you're renting and move to another place. And you're going to rent there too, most likely. So here's the thing. You know, when you're moving when you're moving from a rental place, here's a few tricks I want you to learn that can save you a little bit of time and money and maybe make your life a lot easier on either end of that transaction. If you're buying a place, great. Most renters can afford to buy. Keep that in mind. But in your particular case, it may not suit you because maybe you're only going to be at a particular place for a short period of time. So anyway, here's what I want to talk about. Some tricks that you can learn about moving that can maybe make your life just a little bit simpler. We all realize when we move, you know, you've got holes in the wall that you got to patch. So for heaven's sakes, patch those up. They could count against you if you don't, and you might lose some portion of your deposit just because of that. If they're large holes, you're going to have to get real spackle to fill in there. If you have spackle, always use it. It's good. If you don't have real spackle, you can get by with a bar of soap, a white soap. If it's a small nail hole, you can just rub the soap over it and it'll fill that hole in. Don't go crazy over the thing. You have soap all over the wall, but just cover the hole very, very gently, and that'll take care of that. If you don't have a bar of white soap, you can use white toothpaste. Either case, it works just like spackle for small holes. Doesn't work for big holes. You're going to have to get spackle. But then smooth it over with a knife or some other sharp edge like a ruler, even a playing card or a business card. You can smooth it over and get it ready to paint if you have to do that, or get it ready for the next tenant to have to paint, or the landlord. But in any event, you're filling in those holes. Here's something to think about. If you're going to be stuck on either end, where you're at now or where you're going, if you're going to be stuck for more than, let's say, 10 days without furniture, consider renting some. You don't want to be sleeping on the floor for 10 days or 2 weeks or whatever while you're waiting for your furniture to arrive, or while you're waiting to depart after your furniture has already left. So consider renting furniture. It's not that expensive. You don't need to rent a whole bunch of furniture. Just rent the essentials. And believe me, your back will appreciate it. You won't wake up with a sore spine all the time, and your family members will appreciate it because you won't be cranky. So just think about renting some furniture. Another thing you want to think about doing is packing a duffel bag or a suitcase or even a box with essential items that you might need for a few days while you're waiting for your goods to get there, or while you're waiting in a house to leave after your goods are gone. So pack a small bag of eating utensils, maybe even some cooking utensils, some other items like maybe a sleeping mattress, or an air mattress, if you will. Sleeping bags would be a good choice. Some personal cleaning supplies. In case you make a little mess, you want to have a way to clean it up, paper towels, some spray cleaner of some kind. And of course, you want to have the necessary amount of clothes with you to cover that short period of time that you're going to need. The other thing you got to be careful of, and I see people make this mistake a lot, toward the end of your departure from wherever you're renting, allow enough time to clean. So many people put it to the last day, and that's a strenuous time anyway. Don't be cleaning on the last day. Have your cleaning all done 2 or 3 days before you actually have to get out of the house. If you have to move things to the center of the room, that gives you access to all the walls. You can just do the floor at the very end. But basically have all your cleaning done 2 to 3 days before you have to depart. And for heaven's sakes, if it takes a professional cleaner to come in and do it, hire them. That's a very stressful time, and you don't need to have that aggravation if you can afford to hire somebody to come in and do it, even a friend or a couple of friends, or a professional cleaner, Molly Maid or something along those lines. Whatever you do, if you think you're going to use professional cleaners, don't wait too long to book them. Trying to book them on short notice is not cool, and it may cost you a lot more money. So book them well ahead of time. And you probably, as you're packing and getting things organized for your move, you'll get an idea whether you think you're going to need some professional cleaning or not. Final thing I want to caution you about is on both ends of the transaction, when you leave where you're renting and when you arrive at the new place, take a ton of photographs. Photograph every wall, every floor, every ceiling, every door. every nook and cranny, if you will, because you don't want to be nicked by the landlord and they keep some portion of your deposit for unnecessary things. If you document it very well with good photographs, you can always contest that. And of course, when you move into the new place, if there's any damage there, certainly you want to document that with a photograph. But I would document everything anyway. It doesn't cost anything, and you can save those photos for when you eventually move out. That's really all I wanted to talk about today. In case I didn't mention it earlier, I'm Jerry Emge. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams The Lakes in Lake Elsinore, California, and I'm always here to help. Here comes a little bit of information about me. You can pause the video and write down my phone number or email address and get hold of me anytime to talk about this video or any one of my other videos. I've got over like 75 videos up right now. So, and that number is going to continue to grow. So I hope this is very good information for you. If you like my videos, give them the old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.